Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Miami Marlins. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. Getting the nod on the mound, Al Leiter. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Makes the catch. One down. Here's the Pirates lineup now. 22. It features a great veteran presence, Honus Wagner.
Well, this guy's been one of the greatest RBI men of all time. You talk about clutch hitting. There he is right there. I mean, in a tough situation for the defense and for that pitcher, this is the last guy you want to see, because you know when he steps in the box, he usually delivers.
In the air to left center, Sanchez sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Batting third, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
Up next for the Pirates, Roberto Clemente. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That misses, and now 3-1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. That one fouled off.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Bucks go down quietly, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Jared Jones.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
Xavier Edwards.
This one smacked out to left center. Base hit. Around first, digging for two. The throw into second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right
Batting
there, but with
third,
first base
right
open,
fielder,
walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Gary Sheffield, the next up for the Marlins. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now Preston Wilson. Line to left and foul ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played. When a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And up next for Miami, Mike Lowell.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Just missed. Jesus Sanchez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. First inning going a bit long, 23 pitches to this point. Fouled off, he was late. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, all set for the start of the inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Ralph Kiner. And there's a ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
I think he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Willie Stargell. 1 down, base is empty.
Well,
Swings through that.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 out, base is empty. Outside low, and it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Now, Bill Mazeroski, runner on the move, headed down the line, and no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. Stargell stands at first with one out. High fly ball down the left field line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Rap Dixon digging in now. That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Pirates leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Miami, now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball popped up. Mazeroski under it. 1 down.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Jonah Bride.
And at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. Bride matched a homer in his last game.
Two and one.
Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even. Just missed.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Next offering is outside.
3-1.
Two down, nobody on. Broken bat, and it's popped up. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. Now at the plate, Joey Bart. And a pitch. That clips the corner. That one ripped. Wilson, long run. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Next to hit, Jarrett Jones. Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And here is Honus Wagner. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out.
Now batting, number 22.
Here's McCutchen.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Bart at third with 2 away. In the air, left field, down the line. Into the dive, and he got it.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Ryder.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
Swing and a foul out of play. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. It's in and out of his glove. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, always a little boost and a bonus when you can get a productive result from the pitcher spot. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
No outs. Runner on second. Ground ball left side. Dixon handles this one. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman, Otto Lopez.
So up next, Otto Lopez. Fights it off. You'll see another. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. deep left field, and forget it. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, 1 away. Gary Sheffield, the next up for the Marlins. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is downstairs.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's too high, ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
1 down. Preston Wilson, the next up for the Marlins. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Check swing, and he went. It's 2-2. Sheffield off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Roberto Clemente. Fastball is outside.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fair ball.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Stepping in, Ralph Kiner. Misses outside, and it's 2-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Willie Stargell, the next Pirate to hit. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting first.
Man at first, nobody out. And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Carmen Mlodzinski up and throwing. Wentz also getting ready. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
You hear people talking about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
And now here is Liam Hicks. Swing and a miss at a slider. Swing and a ball line to center. That's a base hit. The throw to third. And he's out.
He's out.
Liam Hicks with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Luke. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Al Leiter, the next up for the Marlins. That misses the zone. 2-1. Hicks off of first with 2 away. Way high with that one. And now 3-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Next offering is down low.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Good job to fight that one off. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And a foul ball. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way, coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's Joey Bart now. The other way. Sheffield makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates. Dave Parker. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. The Pirates trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one missed. Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Carmen Mlodzinski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Xavier Edwards. That one missing inside. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Otto Lopez digs in now. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 outs, base is empty. Gary Sheffield, the next up for the Marlins. 2 outs, base is empty. Falling behind 2-1. Swing and a miss
2-2.
as he was out front that time. That just misses. And now it's 3-2. Preston Wilson next to hit for the Marlins. And they'll do it again. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they're on top 2-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the shortstop, Honus Wagner. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And now the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen. Right side, hard hit. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. That misses the zone. 3-1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, left fielder, Ralph Kiner.
At the plate, Ralph Kiner. And that's outside.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Sheffield makes the catch, and that'll do it. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh.
down for the bottom of the 6th, and
Number
there's a new pitcher on the
34.
mound, Joey Wentz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well,
Leading
1-run
off
game.
for the Marlins,
Preston Wilson
center
now at the
fielder,
plate.
Preston Wilson.
That's in there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate
Now
right now.
batting,
Just disconnected
third
from
baseman,
head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And misses inside. Late with the swing there.
2-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch way upstairs. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Miami, top of inning number 7 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Willie Stargell.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here. Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now it's even up. Miami's bullpen with some action. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bender getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Al Leiter departs, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching
Calvin Fauché gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number
the
53.
offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. No outs, runner at first. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Bill Mazeroski holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Popped up. Edwards in position. And it's caught for the out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Now the batter now, Rap Dixon. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Next offering upstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out. This is Joey Bart.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. Check swing, called strike. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Throw back in as the tying run holds at third. 2 on following the double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Calvin Fauché will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching
Anthony
for the
Bender
Marlins.
gets the ball now.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot. O'Neal Cruz. Big at bat for him with the tying run in scoring position. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Line drive down the line, and it's foul. The 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. David Bednar.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh. Number 51. David Bednar.
Well, 1-run game. Jonah Bride getting ready to hit.
Jonah Bride.
Ball, outside.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Hey! 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
2-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
That was straight queso right there.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kiner makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, pitcher.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Griffin
Number
Conine
18.
looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
Conine.
Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Bounced up the middle. Wagner in plenty of time to first. Inning over. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a new
Marlins.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Jesus
38.
Tinoco.
These are the spots
Jesus
relievers really make a name for themselves.
Tinoco.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for Pittsburgh.
Back to the top of the order, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Honus Wagner. Gets a piece and stays alive.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he punches him out. He went around.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Roberto Clemente will hit next. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
That's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Ralph Kiner. The 1-1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into
35.
the bottom of the 8th. Colin Holderman.
Colin Holderman.
Back to the top of the order
Leading
now.
off for the
Here's the
Marlins,
shortstop at the plate. Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one ripped into right, and that's just foul.
Just couldn't keep it fair down that right field line, and with his speed, if that's a fair ball, it's 2, maybe 3 bases.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's just foul. Outside low, full count now. Now fly ball to right center. Clemente makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Lopez.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Now batting.
2 down,
right
base is
fielder,
empty.
Gary
Sheffield, the next up for the Marlins. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's outside. Preston Wilson waits on deck for Miami. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates 1.
Now pitching.
We're back,
for the Marlins.
And on the mound is the closer, Andrew
Number
Nardi.
43.
He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
Nardi.
Well, one-run game at the plate for Pittsburgh. Willie Stargell. Just missed.
2-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. Don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Now batting, Second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you.
Now
It's a
running
weird
at
one.
first
Plus,
for
the
the
pitcher
Pirates.
gets credit for the strikeout.
Number
It's an
7.
over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. And here is Bill Mazeroski. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. Just missed it.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder
Now
coming
going
open
third
instead of
baseman,
staying closed.
Brock Dixon.
If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
He's 2 outs away. Brock Dixon, the next Pirate to hit. Step off throw to first. Connor Falefa dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the second.
Connor Falefa on the go. Pitch misses. Throw safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Last chance now for the Pirates. And now Joey Bart. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Nardi is just 1 strike away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.